Welcome to yet another blind Nuzlock, where we're blind and Nuzlocking this episode of, you guessed it, Pokemon Violet. Did I mention we're Nuzlocking and we're blind? At this first moment of the video, where we're catching Liberty, the emu. Liberty, help you customize your car insurance by having you only pay for what you need. Liberty emu. You get it? You got it? Right? Anyway, I should go over the rules. Good thing we had to restart this whole entire recording because the flipping video is too long. I love it when the video is too long. Do you love it when the video is too long? Let's go over the rules, shall we? Classic Nuzlocke rules can only catch one Pokemon for each route. And when the route name changes, obviously we can catch another Pokemon. Right now we're at the base of this mountain, so we caught an emu. But they go a little bit further up, it actually counts as the actual mountain. I don't know what this is. I think this is like Route 3 or whatever. It's something like that. It's like the pathway just before that. I don't know. Anyway, one Pokemon for each route, permanent F, but also one Pokemon in the water and one Pokemon that's terrestrialized and or in a Terra Raid battle, because it's obviously a select different thing, event Pokemon, if you will. Something, say, that like falls out of a tree or whatever. We even have a Pokemon that jumped out at us, etc., etc. You get the idea. We're only allowed to use items that we picked up off the ground, except any exception for the Pokeballs and other capturing balls, capturing devices. And we're only going to heal outside of battle, so we're not healing inside of battle. So when people tell me you should have healed there, or that, which no one actually does because I want the comments, there's people watching, say anything in the comments, like, holy crap, say something in the comments, like for real, bro, like, say something in the comments, bro, like, I'll respond, I'll get to you, I love you. So there's that. Anyway, speaking of, as soon as that snow starts falling, it's a different area, and this pupper, junkyard dog, that got itself caught inside of one of the trash compactors and now has died, has come back in Pokemon in this mountain. For some reason, they're in the mountain. I think it's because the ghost type gym leader has one, so I don't know, they went out of control breeding them. I don't know, how do you breed something that's dead? Anyway, we caught it, looked like someone's grandma. We named it Betty, it's the name of my grandma, so there we go. I think it actually is female, not a male. Sometimes I don't even pay attention to the names. I give it like a, give it him, her. Sometimes I actually do it. A dude name, and it's a female, and I'm like, or vice versa, and I'm like, dang it. Could have thought of a slightly better name. But that's nor here or there or anywhere. Because Liberty's a flippin' great name, okay? Liberty's America. No, Liberty's a great name, car insurance, you get it anyway. But it could be an ostrich. But there's no good names for ostrich. Maybe like Daryl or something. You know what I mean? Gee. Whatever. Anyway. And here comes Rayquaza, also known as your dad, also known as Rayquaza. Out here, did I use arm thrust to kill it practically instantaneously? Like, is there some things where it's like, just kill it practically instantaneously with Rayquaza? It's good all around go-to, high attack, good health, decent defense, pretty darn good for a Nuzlocke. Anyway, that's it. Cause even though he's good for, things happen. Anyway, I'm not gonna spoil it. Not gonna spoil anything. Can't look at me when I say this. Look when I say this. You're not looking at me, but I'm not trust you're looking at me when I say this. things happen in Nuzlocks. That's why you do it in the first place. And that's why you make a game that probably wouldn't be as challenging than Nuzlocke, with your own set of hardcore, I believe it's more or less like a hardcore Nuzlocke, but like rules that are gonna make it more difficult. So if I could just sit and use the Super Soaker and spray away, I can switch and heal, whatever, and win a lot more fights. Probably still have death because it's blind and I don't know what I'm doing, and sometimes don't even know where I'm going, and therefore I get into fights that we shouldn't have gotten into. And that's what happens. That's things that can happen. Because this is also an open world. So sometimes you go down the wrong path because it all starts to kind of blend together in some areas. Just saying. Also, like, I think like resist, by the way, on fighting moves, and that's just how bad the defense is of Liberty. That did like a quarter damage or a third damage or something. Like, look at how much damage, like almost half damage. Almost killed me. And I'm pretty sure we quad resist. Or at least resist, like, you know, like it's psychic flying, so like, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about it. Here or there, everywhere, nowhere. I got a poison type. Send out Sandy, send out Sandy, send out Sandy. Oh. I think I want to give Harley some experience, but Harley's also paper. But it's always good. They have high speed. It's always good to have high speed, because speed often wins. But you gotta balance speed and tanks and whatever. And honestly, on this team, at this point right now, on this team, we have too much speed and not enough tank. So at any point, the whole team, at any point, the majority of the members, as you see right now, are gone. You're gonna need to balance out with some more tanks. So we can, swap in and just take a big hit. You know, you have a tank. But the big hit doesn't do a big detriment. Well, I'm tired because, but I want to get this video out. It's for you guys. All 5 of you that watched. Watch. And really, I don't know. I always say this, but I don't know what's wrong with you. But like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to say what's wrong with you, because I'm sure there's nothing wrong with you. Just, you know, there's something within your mental capacity, your brain. I can't even speak right now. You're just like, holy crap, I gotta watch this guy. And honestly, like words just don't even describe how, if I was a person roaming around the free space of the internet and somehow stumbled across my content, I would watch like 2 seconds and immediately say, heck no, I don't even watch this guy, dude. Like really, who would watch this guy? And speaking of quality control, here's a little something special.
Oh my gosh, What do I do?
See? We're all about quality here. 100%. Even when it comes to stealing other people's videos. Can you make it look nice? I don't honestly even know how I would make it look nice. And I definitely wouldn't want to like take a video and insert it and just put it kind of over the top somewhere, like in one corner of the screen or something. Whatever. That would be in a quote as I mid-yawn. Now you're tired as well, no matter what time it is you're watching this. Just a little, I don't know, too difficult and or too much effort and or like, bro, I'm editing this on, it's on a phone. It's on, I said this before, I'll say it again, we're on a phone, dude. We're on CapCut, on a phone. Alright, we're in our room right now, got the TV on, the switch on. We're selecting individual, like 96 individual, like 30-second videos or whatever. I mean, like say 10 to 30-second videos or whatever. Sometimes I cut them down, obviously. And each of them takes about like each of them takes around 2 minutes to scan, individually download, and be downloaded onto my phone. So then we could have the compilation of such turned into a 30-minute video where golly, I'm trying to push through this, dude. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I don't even know why I'm tired right now. I don't even know why I'm tired. But basically all I'm saying is like, man, you think like, I swear sometimes I think that people think that the quality's bad, yada yada, and I don't want to watch, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, the quality's bad, and I don't want to make stuff that's bad quality. I'd rather make stuff that's good quality. If I had the opportunity, if I had the means to do so, I'd rather do that because I feel a lot better about it, and I would save a whole lot more time because every video would be recorded. All I would have to do, recorded, and I wouldn't have to do this voiceover. And I said "and" a lot of times, and I'm gonna say "and" one more time. And you would have my live reaction and you ever notice how people say a lot of words they repeat a lot of words? Somebody killed him. That's what Nuzlock's all about. Is that live, initial, raw reaction to something happening, close calls, whatever you want, something dying. That's what it's about. And if you don't have that, it kind of automatically diminishes the quality. Big Q word there. Automatically diminishes because, and I get it. I wish I could do, this is just the part of the video, just in any other video, but right now I'm going on a longer rant here, and wishing that I could do better, so eventually when the time does come where I can do better, I'll remember way back when, see, look where we were, now we're doing better. Caught by a birder named Big Bird because it's a big bird. I don't know if it's the biggest bird, but that's what I remember it as because it almost killed my starter. Even though my starter died afterward, it was really scary and left us at 1 health. If you don't remember, go back and watch. What are you doing? Watch this in sequential order. Don't you know this is number 27? Anyway. back to the gyms. We have to take on these gym challenges and talk to the trainers. Keyword, talk to the trainers. And then you're sitting here telling yourself, have I ever talked to the trainers? Like at all? Or keyword, read the text and understand what they're saying. And not just blow off the text boxes. And therefore, you'll realize the code, the key paraphrase, if you will, how to get the gem battle with the leader started. Another thing I want you to realize is in this moment, this very particular detail, right here, right now, as I could terrestrialize, I don't rule off terrestrializing in any battle, even if it's a small battle and only play. I don't rule off like terrestrializing like just once. I can terrestrialize whenever, but I try to keep it to the minimum. And besides, you have to go recharge the terror orb as part of the healing process, so you know, definitely want to keep it to a minimum. I'm gonna say this right now. Greedent, a squirrel who, I'm looking at it, has no way to really fight, you know, with hands, like throw hands. Try to use counter. Don't, like, what hands are you countering with, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that would have actually caught me by a bite. Oh, you're gonna keep him in? You're gonna keep Betty in? We just got him. We just got him. Not even stab. Ugh. Use counter. Fail. Use bite. Thank God. Holy crap. So like I said about the whole counter thing, like, we're not talking about like just a normal countertop, you know, or like an island or something. This is like the whole entire dining room table that Greedent is throwing straight at John Cena.
Pick it up in the recording. We decided to use non-stab Zen headbutt. That was super effective. We could have used, you guessed it, stab double kick, and would have been super effective. Why did it not even pick up the video? Why did it cut the video short? Rest in peace, John Cena, the champion. I thought you couldn't even see him. Will not be missed.
And on that day, we had to put the one that we never thought could even be seen in the first place. How can he even see him? He's John frickin' Cena. Can't see him. He's hardy by nature, caught on 12/09/22. May he rest. I'll take his championship belt. May he rest. Challenged by a student who happens to have big scary bear. How'd you catch a grizzly bear, dude? You're a 11-year-old girl, then you caught a grizzly bear. It's pretty impressive. Probably just wrestle it down with the bare hands, you know. Just like any 11-year-old would. Sure, nothing could go wrong in that encounter. But if I send out Ray Queese, you know who could beat a grizzly bear? Ray Queese. Oh shit. He's usually played rough and super effective. He has a high attack set. Ouch. But I clapped him with Ray Queese. Send out the non-sparse. Send out Ray Queese. almost clipped into that building because Requise is so thick. Our city's so thick, yeah. And clap him then, he's dead. Give the secret password. This guy shows up. His name's Larry. He says he wants to challenge you. He's not very excited about it. Not like every other trainer, you know. Unlike every other trainer or most other gym trainers. He's like, I'm just kind of here. I actually really enjoy cooking. And it turns out, even though he's just kind of there, not nearly as motivated as, say, the electric gym leader. He wiped their whole spot. Right now what you're seeing is the second attempt. I went back to the last save, redid this section, and I brought in Sandy. Because Sandy's got rock type moves. He's literally our saving grace. And Sandy, since I brought in Sandy, Sandy's the only one, you guessed it, who died. Because even Rock Tomb, which lowers speed, is Jack Diddley squat against Star Raptor with Facade that hit like a freaking truck. And I couldn't even use Requise, which I probably would have used, because I think Requise would have hit hard. Terrestrialized Dark type Requise would probably avoid, or probably like take neutral damage or something. I don't know exactly how the resistances work with Dark type and fight. I think it'll probably still get hit hard, but Requise is a bit of a tank, and I would be able to hit harder with a big fighting type move. And unfortunately, Big Poppy Thick Boy Requise is sleeping. He didn't want to come out and fight because he's sleeping. Alright, you can't wake him up. He's sleeping. What you doing? So, this was our best bet. We didn't have an electric type. Because it's a Nuzlock. It is a Nuzlock. You think we have a good electric type just sitting in our booty cheek? Or a good reason to use Focus Punch? Like, come on, man. Focus Punch? What is he gonna do? Like, use agility? Bruh. Or use taunt. They use like taunt or something. Focus Punch is huge. But I thought more like in the future, like it's very often, very common to like use Reflect or Light Screen or use taunt or I don't know, even Will-O Wisp. I know it'll cut your attack, but still. Whatever. Oh my gosh, I guess we have to give it our all now. Something I suppose I could put on more of a show now that there's an audience. I'm gonna turn my bird into a crystal bird. I turn my snake into a crystal snake. And we fight.
Terrestrialized, which is terrestrialized ground. Non-stab rock.
I think stab rock too. If I was terrestrializing stab rock, that would have probably saved us from dying. Spoiler alert. Goodbye. He's dead. Spoiler again. It's gonna get a little sussy in the next battle because there's gonna be a dead guy that's in our party. Because we get pulled right into a rival fight with a dead man. What a piece of shit rival. Talk about that later. Facade, look at that. Look at how much I hit. Luckily we have Dragon Claw. Just putting out good damage. Dragon's usually effective on types, so we'll take it. That's why we chose Harley. He's been really good to us so far. Just want to say, shout out to Harley. Not exactly MVP right now. MVP, 100% is Leaf Ball, but Harley's got to be like a close, not close second, because Pablo Rayquaza is second. So Harley's like third. We're going the tier list of our Pokemon partners that we've got so far. Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. It was an awkward spot, didn't want to cut it out, but I probably could have for time save. And it's not because I don't want someone to have to commit to a 30-minute video, which is, I mean, that would be part of the reason, but the majority of the reason is because we don't have enough space. Don't got enough space. It's pretty darn expensive to get like it's like $80 or something for the card that I want for my Switch, but it's pretty cheap to get, reasonably cheap to get like a 128 just to double the space. But if I get the card that I want for my Switch, which I've been procrastinating on, but I should probably get it eventually, then I could take the one out of there, which is like a 256, and I'll have plenty of space. And I feel like our phone always tells us we're running out of space, when really it's like, but you're not ever out. It doesn't ever allocate. Like, allocate is the word. Like I don't know what it is, but it just, whatever's on the actual 64 gigabyte card, like there's no way it's full. Even if it is like 30-second videos and the 34 minute video, like should be full, right? Should be full, because the 64 could handle like what, like 5-hour-long videos, right? Or something like that. I don't know exactly off the top of it, but what I'm saying is like it's plenty of space. It's plenty of space. So I don't know what the whole big deal is with the space thing. Whatever. Also, once again, thumbnails. So glad we got thumbnails. The power of clickbait. So if any of this video is somewhat not entertaining, heck, just mute me. But we do have the power of clickbait, so that'll come in handy. I wonder why that comes in handy. Wonder how I could possibly show what we got. Rayquaza. How can a fight with Rayquaza have anything clickbait? Have anything interesting happen? We got Rayquaza. Okay. All right, and we got a corpse. We have a corpse sitting in our party, and we got, did I mention Rayquaza? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll see. Alright. Takes out Rock Pupper pretty easily, pretty quickly. Moving on. Gonna send out Liberty. Am I sure I want to send out Liberty in this moment? He is pretty paper thin. Oh, it's just that sucky water dragon first form. The last form is scary. The last form is like competitively viable, scary Pokemon. But this one, you could probably send out like a literal rock and would win. Dragon Pulse. Decent special, but terrible physical defense. Even then, this thing again, its first form, so not expecting much out of it. Still wondering where it gets interesting. didn't the video get interesting? Didn't I already tell you that we squad wiped and I didn't want to restart the run or grind up the new team or whatever? That I felt like this was too much of an investment of this team. How am I trying to say this? Like, I was essentially too emotionally invested or whatever in the team as it stood, that I felt like I could put an asterisk on this Nuzlock, but I'm telling you, there's so much more. It's a freaking Nuzlock, and I'm making it a lot harder on myself than a Nuzlock should be. And there has been a roller coaster. There's a roller coaster coming up. We're at the very top of like you think getting squad wiped and having to reset is the peak. No, we're about the peak. Gonna keep you I have to keep you intrigued somehow in the future episodes. I'll tell you what. It is gonna be crazy coming up at the end and going down the actual roller coaster. Like this is gonna be wild. Just about as wild as this stupid fight. Paralyzed. Man, get your bitch ass out of here with this stupid paralysis before I come over there and beat your mouse self. Fucking Mickey Mouse electric house head special tool face butt cheeks ass. And one question, do ducks fly? No, I'm serious. Like, do I've never seen a duck actually fly before, dude. No, I have. Let's not pretend that that I could have. There's so many things I could have done to avoid a possible scare there, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna keep our ace in there. Our ace, like I said, Leaf Ball has been our number one, our ace, our champion. Pedal Dance of Leaf Ball, how have gone wrong? Well, if he got crit and died by actually I think that was a crit, but if he died to an air slash, bro, well, dude, I'll tell you what, that's part of the reason why I reset, because like I was so upset. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna put an asterisk in this whole entire thing. I don't care, because Leaf Ball was about to die too. I'm like, I can't have that happen. Like, holy crap, wait a minute, wait a second. Like, we'd probably be, I don't think we'd be screwed, but we would have had an uphill battle had we actually not a new team. Speaking of, rest in peace Sandy, one of the only guys that we took in preparation for the